Hello, welcome to the Inner Swim channel. My name is Jaylyn. This is 10-minute yin, just a mini yin to help you open up and reset. So if you love yin, if you love yoga, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and let's begin. So you might like to have a cushion or a nice folded blanket handy. Maybe a cushion a little bit smaller than this one. So yeah, once you've got that and a little bit of space to practice, go ahead and find a comfortable seat and let's drop in. You might like to close your eyes and just sit back and down into yourself. We'll take 7 full breaths, deep breaths to begin. So on your own, inhaling and exhaling. Just keep a nice flowing breath in and out 7 times. In through the nose, maybe out through the mouth. And after that 7th breath, let it go. Let yourself be just noticing what you're arriving with or how you're arriving today. Whatever you notice is totally welcome. As we move into our yin shape for today, which is a nice hip opener, especially the outer hips, but also a little bit into our groins. So we're coming into what's called SWAN and perhaps a sleeping swan pose. So just start on your all fours. And from our all fours, you can stay here actually, or if you have a little bit of grip beneath you, you can lift the knees for a couple of breaths, just stretch up into your downward facing dog, up maybe pedaling the feet, and just relaxing your head. And then take your knees back to the floor, and you'll slide your right knee forward towards your inner right wrist. And you can keep this shin bone, the knee, quite tucked and tight, or you might start to kick the right shin bone out a bit. Just checking in with the knee and the hip and just see how much space is there. No need to force it. And then just kind of flex that right foot and start to slide your left leg back, dropping through the hips, dropping through the center of your pelvis, between the hips. And so you might drop that right hip right to the ground, or maybe you'll prop it up on that pillow or blanket. If there's lots of space there between your hip and the ground, you'll probably want to close it up a little bit with a prop of some sort. And so you're just dropping and melting through the center of your hips, really sitting on that right side. Your left hip is wrapping forward and dropping down. So maybe you'll stay here on your palms, or perhaps you'll walk your chest down and come a little forward, maybe lowering onto your forearms, adding some extra weight down on that right hip. There's no need to fold if you're feeling not really sat down yet in the center. You'll stay upright, and no matter where you are, you're still dropping through that center. Holding and breathing. Just being with the hips, your belly, breathing to expand the rib cage on all sides. Front ribs, back ribs, right and left. So if you fold it forward, we'll start to slowly walk our hands back, peel the chest off of that front leg, coming back onto your palms. And from here, we'll all tuck our back toes under, press into your hands, start to round your back as you lift yourself up and back, maybe onto your all fours, maybe right back into your downward facing dog. Whatever you feel is best. You might like to walk the feet out if you're in downward dog, or sway the hips side to side if you're on your knees. Resetting here. So room for intuitive movement. Movement that arises from the inside. Trusting that. And when you feel ready, if you're in downward dog, let's bring our knees back to the earth. And from your all fours, you'll slide your left knee forward now towards your inner left wrist. And kicking that left shin out just as much as you feel there's space for that. The knees should be, fine. If they start to feel aggravated, just bring that left shin a little closer in, or come out of the pose altogether if you feel. And we'll start to walk the right leg back, dropping down through that left side, dropping down through the center of the hips and the pelvis. Your hands are supporting you. Perhaps there's a pillow or a blanket supporting your left hip, especially if there's lots of space there. And just dropping more and more into this. There's no need to go anywhere. You are already exactly where you need to be. And so perhaps staying upright, or perhaps folding forward, coming onto your forearms. Maybe even stretching your arms out all the way, releasing your forehead on the ground. Or maybe you're upright with me. Most of us have one side that's a little tighter, and so we want to treat it with care, as if this side is a unique side, because it is. It doesn't have to be exactly like the other side. Letting the pose be new, breath by breath. Settling in. Melting through that center. Over time, you might feel a little shifting in your muscles and your bones. You might feel that the left leg bones kind of shift around, even though the leg stays still. There might be some internal movement, change taking place. And so allowing the shape to unfold from the inside out, just breathing and noticing. So if we've lowered down onto the forearms, You'll walk yourself back up onto your palms. Oh, such a deep opening for that outer hip. Sitting right back through your center. Curl your back toes under and start to press into the floor, and step yourself back into your downward dog or all fours. Just lengthen it out wherever you are. Maybe on your all fours you'll stretch left leg back, right leg back, left leg back, or lifting up into downward dog. Perhaps lifting and lowering the heels, moving through the ankles. Just feel the body from the inside out, what sort of movement is being called for. And once you feel released from that, I invite you to come onto your knees and then all the way forward onto your belly for a nice release and a little rest. Maybe making a pillow with your hands and resting your head for as long as you like or need. I'm going to leave you here to be with yourself for as long as you like. And your 10-minute yin is now complete. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.